Hi, BombBomb friends, families, and fellow video enthusiasts. Welcome to the second ever Bombcast. I'm Travis Saxton, the VP of Content Development with BombBomb, and I'm here with my esteemed co-host, Ethan Beute, the VP of Marketing at BombBomb. Ethan, thank you for being here.
Yeah, man, thanks. You are obviously going to have new guests every time, and sometimes you'll have new hosts. So glad to be on this episode. Really excited about this one in particular. We're heading up to the Pacific Northwest, which, if you're familiar with the real estate business, is really a strong spot. You know, you've got Zillow and Trulia, you've got Redfin, you've got some great brokerages up there like Windermere, John L. Scott that are really strong in that zone.
Yeah, it's great. It definitely is the epicenter. So sticking with the core of the Bombcast, let's get right into the concise and compact deliverables that you guys come here looking for. So I'm really excited to bring our second guest from John L. Scott Real Estate, Paul Balzotti, who is in Bellingham, Washington. Paul, thank you so much for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Great. So here we go. Jumping right in, you are in the tech epicenter there, right in your backyard. You really need to elevate your game. How do you do this?
Well, I mean, yeah, we have Redfin and Zillow that are huge here, and there's a lot of pressure if you want to be a top producer on paying for leads and then going after the leads, you know, via Redfin and Zillow. And I've always had I've been in full-time for 14 years, and I've always wanted to attract people to me and have those warm leads and not spend my time going after leads. And so I'm using reviews, blog, and video being the primary right now to basically just try to attract people to me.
Right. So attracting people to you is important. You do it through video. Let's jump in. I love this video. Every time I watch it, I end up watching it a little bit longer than I probably intend to. So it captures me. It's emotional. It's humanizing. So I'm going to share my screen here. Let's jump right in. And we're watching a day in the life of a realtor, Paul Balzotti. I'm going to hit play. Enjoy, everybody. Beautiful family. I hope those weren't actors.
Hi, my name is Paul Balzotti. I'm with John L. Scott Real Estate. I want to share with you a little bit more about what it's like to be a realtor here in Bellingham. I have to ask myself every day, what can I do today to help my buyer find that home they haven't found yet? What can I do for my seller to help them find a new way to market their home that we're not already doing, or find a new twist in what we're doing to try to get more attention to that listing? You can't just react in today's market. You have to be one step ahead.
All right, Paul, take us through your mindset with that. You really humanize yourself. You capture emotion. I only showed you a minute of the 4 minutes, and you can even talk a little bit about after that too, kind of some of the things that went into this as the formula. So take us through this.
Yeah. So, I mean, first off, this is the third profile video I've done. I've had a profile video up for over 10 years, and I've just changed it every 2 or 3 years, and it's just kind of evolved. And because really, if you think about it, you know, there's 40 agents in my office. There's 100 over at Windermere. People are scrolling through, they're trying to, you know, find the best agent, and everybody has a bio, everybody has a picture. As soon as you have a video, just having a video is separating yourself from the pack. And so just having something out there, I think, is important. My first video was kind of real salesman-y, and I was like, hey, I'm Paul Balzotti, you know, I'm here to help you. And frankly, it didn't really connect, and I don't think it worked. The second one I did, I talked. And then I wanted to improve on that, and I just went online and I watched. Of course, I just watched other agents' videos that I online and tried to find something to be inspired by. And there was an agent who she was walking and going through her day, and she was, you know, so I basically stole kind of a little bit of what she did, and she showed a clip of her with her family at dinner, and I thought, wow, that's so cool. Her family's in it. It's showing what she's doing. Because instead of just sitting behind a desk and just talking to you, it's kind of has some action and something that kind of, you know, emotionally connects you. And so the idea of the video is again, to show a day in the life There's clips of me, at an open house. There's showing houses. And then, of course, you saw me kissing my kids goodbye, when I'm leaving. And that's the long version because I have so much I wanted to say. But of course, it's not really what you say. It's how you kind of make people feel. Mm-hmm. And I have a 25-second version of that video that I use for social media that shows me kissing my daughter goodbye and in the car. And then just 1 or 2 clips of me showing houses. And then I just kind of say a couple things. And I think that one's probably even more effective. It doesn't have to be long. And I'll tell you what, I get such a good response on it. And what everybody says is, I don't even think they're listening to half of what I'm saying or remembering, but they're saying, I love that video where you're kissing your family goodbye. That is what that first clip where I'm kissing my kids goodbye is what everybody remembers. Because it's different, because as agents, we don't show our families and we don't do enough of, I think, that kind of stuff to personalize ourselves. And so that was the idea of the video, is just to to forge a little emotional connection and just show what I do and show who I am.
I love it because I've had the privilege of having a couple conversations with you now. You are a genuine and humble person, and that video screams Paul Balzotti. And so I love it, and it's exciting. So video is a big part of your strategy. Ethan, take me through the second.
Sure. I just want 2 things that I love that you said there. One is it's about how you make people feel, because that's exactly right. I mean, it's important to say the right things and to say true things and to say things that are meaningful to you, but how you make them feel through it's really important. And then also that you went out looking to get inspiration. There's nothing wrong. In fact, that's one of the reasons we do this show. We get inspired by, meeting folks like you that are out there doing this every day, in addition to watching a lot of other videos and learning ourselves. So I love that you went out to the right place to get inspiration and, brought it together and made it your own. We've been out looking at a ton of videos lately. We've got a really neat project we're going to be launching here soon. And so, I saw one of the things we were looking for were really good community videos, people featuring their neighborhoods in a metro area or towns like Bellingham. And it was frankly really hard to find them. But of course, you've done a really, really nice one. Are we going to play that one?
Yeah, let's watch that right here. So this is Bellingham, Washington, brought to you by Paul Balzotti. This is an awesome video. Again, I find myself watching it a little bit longer. But enjoy.
Hi, my name is Paul Balzotti. I'm a realtor here with John L. Scott Real Estate in Bellingham, Washington, and I want to talk a little bit about Bellingham. Bellingham, a lot of people think of as a college town because we have Western Washington University here, but it's definitely much more than that. People that live here love Bellingham. The culture is of people that love to be active. You can snow ski in the winter at Mount Baker. You can water ski at Lake Whatcom or Lake Samish in the summer. You can bike Galbraith Mountain, run or bike some of the amazing interurban trails. We have one of the best trail systems really anywhere. It's safe to say you're never going to struggle to find something to do here.
The video goes on a little bit longer, but awesome video. Really captures the heartstring and the emotion of living in Bellingham, Washington.
Yeah, it goes through, for those of you that want to watch it, of course, you can just search Paul Balzotti in YouTube, and you can see both of the videos we've already seen. One of the things that you get into that I really enjoy is you broke down some of the neighborhoods. So you set it up, get through the lifestyle and all of that. For someone who feels as strongly about his or her town or his or her neighborhood like you do, and they want to do something like this, can you just unpack for all of us? I saw what looked like some drone shots in there. Yeah. Obviously, a nice shot of you by the water. We have some action shots all over the place. There's a script back there. There's, again, that neighborhood information that you spoke to. What does a project like this look like for someone on the outside saying, that's something I want to do?
Yeah, well, here's the thing is, so when you're starting with a video, there's a profile video. If you're going to do a professional type video, there's profile, there's testimonials where you have clients who give testimonials about you. I had one of those. I'm working on a new one. And then I think the third absolute important one would be a community video. And the community video, by far as return on investment so far, the profile videos, it's nice, but this is really what has been getting me leads, and it's actually getting me business.
Got 3,000 views on it already, and it's only been up for a handful of months.
It's been up, yeah, 9-10 months, and I've literally sold houses, and I'm working with multiple buyers who found me organically by finding the video. Because you can go on YouTube and actually just do Bellingham, Washington, and it's on the first page now. It's organically kind of, up there. But with this video,
sounds expensive.
It's not expensive. Yeah. So I just hired a college student who is in he's in school for video, and I paid for the profile video and the Bellingham one. Both ones I paid $500 each. And he spent his own money to rent the drone, and I paid him $500, and he helped me shoot a lot of that, and then edit it and put it together. And then of course what happens is you when you're putting a video like that together, you shoot it, and then you might go, oh, I missed this clip, right? Did this. And so we just supplemented that with, I took some of the shots in the video I just shot with my phone. So you could be going around your town and you could just be shooting stuff with your phone of things that you like and things that you think are important for people to see. It doesn't have to be at all professional, or it could be partially professionally shot. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I also supplemented with a couple shots of just purchased clips. So we didn't have one of anybody on the lake. And so that's like a different lake somewhere else of just somebody water skiing. So you can buy these little clips to kind of supplement, if you're not in the right season for what you want to shoot, And so we put together clips, my personal video and professional video to make it. That one took some time, but again, $500, well worth it. And the idea I had is I wanted people get into town, or they're looking in Bellingham, and then they'll call me and they'll say, well, tell me about Bellingham, or tell me what do you like about Bellingham? And so to me, it was, I want to have a conversation with somebody and say, okay, if I had 2 minutes and what I was going to say, here's what I would say. And that was really my script, is just as a realtor though. And so that's why I talk about Bellingham, what I love about the area, the specific restaurants and breweries that I liked. And then I kind of jumped into the neighborhoods a little bit, because I wanted it to be, hey, I'm an agent here. If you're looking to move here, I'm the guy to talk to, and I'll tell you why, because I know these neighborhoods. I know, so I tried to give the realtor perspective and just an honest, from my vantage, what I love about the area.
It's awesome. As someone, like, I've been to Bellingham once, it was years ago. I looked at it on Google Maps as we were, getting ready to have this conversation. I wanted to revisit kind of the scope, but Google Maps doesn't do what your, 30 or 50-second passage on the neighborhoods does, which is, this neighborhood looks like this, it feels like this, and these are the types of people you'll find there. So it really unpacks a lot of information that you can't get, easily.
And I did notice a young kid in there with a beautiful golf swing. So, but yeah, that's something to talk about here. Is we're all human. I mean, we saw that that C-SPAN video clip where the kid walks in the background, and that went viral. Well, it's okay to be human. It's okay to have your family involved in this. That's part of your life. That's your why, and your why came through beautifully in that video.
Yeah, and so that clip is my son literally just golfing, and I just threw that in because I want to have some golf. But and what's really great about the community video is, so I put that up on Facebook. I shared it with some of my friends and family and other realtors, and it kind of went viral on Facebook. I spent maybe $20 to boost it also, just to get it out to people who are on Facebook. And I had probably 10,000, I think 10 to 12,000 views on Facebook. Wow. I had over 20 shares. I had all sorts of people commenting and messaging me from all over, saying, oh, I used to live in Bellingham. Thank you for making this. I love it. Just reaching out to me, people I didn't know. Then I put it on YouTube, and it organically made the first page, and then it has over 2,000 views. And I'm getting calls from people from all over the country, and they're saying, I was online and I was searching for more information on Bellingham because we're considering moving there. We found your video, and you seem like a great guy and a realtor who knows the stuff there. When we get into town, will you show us some homes? And that's happening at least once a month, where people are just calling me and saying, I saw your video. I'd love to work with you. I'd love for you to show us more about Bellingham.
What a great warm lead situation. There's actually a really nice segue to where we're going. So you have folks that you're working with out of town, and sometimes even in town, that you can't necessarily show a property to.
Yeah. So full disclaimer, this is the first BombBomb reference on the Bombcast. And so Paul is a big BombBomb advocate and user. One of the reasons how we found him. And I love his strategies for appealing to people outside of the market, or providing full service to those that couldn't be there for a showing or an open house or something like that. So I'm going to show you a video that Paul does for a client, and it's just awesome how he connects and really shares a little bit about the neighborhood and the area, and more than what you will see online in the 12 or 15 or 20, even 40 listing photos. So let's jump right in here.
Here we are. You can see this across the street. The development is pretty much done. This street is still being done, and you can see this is the house right here. And that's a path to go up to probably another part of the development, or the park there, it looks like, perhaps. And this is a really unique spot because it is up high, and you got a sloping driveway. I just pulled my car into it, and it's probably a 12-degree slope, maybe 13 degrees, 14 degrees towards the top. It is a bit steep, but so it's something you'd have to think about in the winter. But I was able to get up in my sedan, which is pretty low, without bottoming out. And you have a good turnaround right here too. So you got a big rock, which is what this retaining wall is for. Probably you're gonna have a house neighbor over there, but really, otherwise you're gonna have elbow room. And this is awesome. You can actually see the bay. You can't tell too well. Let me see if I can get there. I don't know if that's coming through, but it's a really sweeping, really amazing view, actually.
So anyway, I love, you actually take away a lot from that clip. And one of the unique things there is obviously telling unique things that you can't see in the property description. I mean, the driveway's steep. It even got you winded, I think, in the video, right?
I'm running. Yeah, I'm running up it. I try to make these videos. I don't want to just like, he's going to be like, what are you doing if I'm slowly walking?
Yeah.
I got to get up there to get to the next part of the clip.
That's great. So take us through what prompts you to do this, why you do it, and even the technology that you put into it so that you can share with our audience and give some takeaways.
Yeah, so I've done video previews for a long time, but two things were a total game changer on video previewing homes for me. One is getting a phone with a wide angle lens. LG has, their last two models have a wide angle lens, which is totally crucial when you're walking through a home and trying to video tour through a home. You need to have that wide angle, otherwise it shrinks the rooms and it's not a good outlook for the buyer to get a good feel for the place. If you don't have an LG, of course, I looked online on Amazon, you can get a wide angle lens attachment to any smartphone for like $30. I also just read that the new iPhone 8 also is going to have a wide angle lens. So that was the one thing, but BombBomb has been huge, because before BombBomb, I would try to record a video to somebody and then I have to upload it to Dropbox or whatever. Then I try to share it and then sometimes they can't get it. Since I connected with BombBomb, now I'm doing this constantly, and it's totally changed my business. And so what's happening is, if I have a buyer who's out of town, in that case, that was a new construction development and they had like 10 pictures of the house. The buyers are in New Jersey. They were trying to write an offer sight unseen, weren't quite comfortable based on the pictures. And so what I'm doing there is I'm saying, hey, look, let me go video preview this place, get you more comfortable with what it is. I video around the whole outside. I video through the inside. I talk about the goods and the bads, try to show them everything that they would need to see as if they were there. And then I send it to them. And what's great about this is, of course, it has the way BombBomb set up. It has, you know, my information and links and everything. They watch it over and over again. Then they send it to their family and friends for their opinions. Then, of course, I'm still, you know, that agent. And what I've done now is I've had multiple buyers, especially with the market being kind of hot. I've had multiple buyers where they've been out of town and the house has come on the market and they don't have time to fly in and see the home before it's going to go pending. Right. But these video tours I'm doing are making them comfortable enough to write an offer sight unseen. So I've had 3 homes close this way in the last 6 months, where I video toured the home, sent it to them the same day. They reviewed it that night. They were like, we love it, Paul. It's even better than the pictures, or whatever. Or maybe they didn't love it, but the 3 that I sold, they loved. And then they we submitted the offer. In one case, they decided, I video toured the home inspection, and with the home inspector, you know, live kind of thing, and then sent it to them. They just never came into town at all. They just kind of were like, all right, well, this is working.
Wow.
And so I'm selling homes, and then not only that, but it's also just it's raising the level of service for every buyer. So every time I meet with a new buyer, the first thing I say is even if they're just at work and they can't get off in time, or their wife can't get off in time, I'll say, look, do you want me to run over there and just video preview it for you? Maybe they have some family or friends that they want to share it with. I'll say, look, do you want me to video preview this for you while we're here? And then I'll send it to you, and then you can send it to whoever you want to show it to. And it's like right now, agents are getting, we're getting squeezed here where everybody has all the information, and we're getting turned into these people that are just letting them into the home. And when you meet with a buyer and you say, look, here's something else I can do for you that no one else is offering you. Even with prospective buyers that I'm meeting with, it's setting myself apart because I'm offering this extra service that no one else is offering them. And then when they're getting these videos from me, they're going, oh my gosh, this guy is really he's going above and beyond for me. And so it's not only helping me sell homes, it's helping me with prospective clients who are looking, just offering the service. They're going, oh yeah, I want to work with you if you're going to do that for me. And also just with my current clients, just going above and beyond. I mean, don't we all want to do that?
Yeah, it's probably helpful for your reviews and your testimonials and referrals too, as a consequence of that level of service.
Many of the reviews I have on like Zillow and Yelp, they'll talk about how he did this video tour for me and such. Yeah.
Nice. So thank you, Paul. Our 3 key takeaways from today's episode: humanizing yourself, connecting through video and emotion on a personal level; community, connecting through the community and telling that story of the community. And then, of course, scaling yourself and providing that extra level of full service when it comes to using BombBomb in your case, but through video, you're going above and beyond for your buyers and sellers. I love those 3 takeaways. Thank you so much for being here today. You can take us through the next guest that we have on the Bombcast.
Sure, yeah. So 2 weeks from today, we'll have Chris Brown. He's a mortgage professional, almost as far away from Bellingham in the contiguous United States as you can get, down in Orlando, Florida. And he's also generating a ton of online reviews. He told me the other day that he's got more Google reviews than any other mortgage team in his community. So he's going to talk about how he gets testimonials and online reviews. He's going to go into how he's using video in a really information dense and complex transaction to like ease buyers, kind of the same way you're easing buyers' tension with homes they've never seen, how he eases their tensions around this kind of complex information intense thing. And he's got his whole team involved. So he's going to talk about how different members of his team and different members in the transaction are also using video, and sometimes how he uses video to insert himself in a transaction that he may not directly be involved in. So tons of great stuff coming up with Chris Brown 2 weeks from today.
Yeah, so September 28th, noon Mountain Time. That's 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you've missed any of these episodes, you can go to bombbomb.com/bombcast so you can catch Jesse Peters, our first guest, Paul Balzotti here. Thank you, Paul, for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Have a great day, everybody. That's a wrap.